Good morning. Good morning. Let me get all my technology working this morning. This is really weird today because the camera's like super far away because I wanted to make sure we got everything on the table. We have stuff to show today. I'm going live in Instagram. Ta-da! Okay, we're live everywhere. It is Monday.
And I'm live too. I'm here.
Let me pinch her and make sure she's alive. Yeah, she's alive. She's soft and squishy. She's live.
That's me, soft and squishy. So we're a little less soft and squishy, but you know.
We did wear green today.
I did. Yes.
Awesome.
Almost Christmas.
Yeah, almost Christmas. How many days to Christmas do you know? I wrote it down.
7, 8, 9.
9 to Christmas.
9 till Christmas.
But the most important number is 8 days till Christmas Eve, which means we're close. So you have to shop before that. That's why I said that.
That's right.
So good morning. Good morning. I'm Tony. This is Joann. We are doing quilt talk. I am stepping in for the head honcho. Keep your prayers and thoughts for him and his family as they go through this grieving process. But we miss him and we love him.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll move on. And that was that.
That was not. I had nothing else to say.
Oh, it's too funny.
Are we there?
We're back again.
We're live again.
Just so you know, we might have sporadic internet issues today. We started having problems, I think, Thursday with internet and phone. So keep trying. Be patient. Hang on. With StreamYard, we're able to snap back on. So you might have to keep it short. We'll see how this.
My part will be short.
Oh, really? Awesome. I have to step into some big shoes, so I have to make it last long.
That's right.
Welcome. Welcome. This is Quilt Talk. It's Monday at 9-ish. And Tony, Joann, and we're here to talk about stuff that's happening in the shop. On Saturday, we do study hall at 9 o'clock where we talk about events and classes. But we'll talk a few events today, too.
Okay.
Most important events are closings. You know, where it's that time of the year when we have closing dates.
That's
yeah.
Right.
So we
plan ahead.
That's right. And this is important because we're closed the 24th. So don't come in on the 24th thinking that we'll open up for you because we won't be here.
Yeah.
On both locations. So these things I'm talking about are going to be at both locations. So
yeah. And if you have one of those husbands like mine who likes to do all his Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve, make sure he knows that we're not open on Christmas Eve.
Nope. So the 24th, 25th, we're closed. We'll be closing early on the 31st at 3 p.m. to celebrate New Year's because I guess we like to celebrate New Year's.
That's right.
If you're in the mystery quilt class, don't worry. We're going to lock the doors and we're still going to keep sewing until we're done. And then on the 1st, we're closed.
Okay.
And then on January 2nd, this is where it's going to get a little different. Just listen. We think St. Augustine will be open, but we will close early in Palm Coast for celebrating the life of Josh's dad. And so we're going to close the store a little early in Palm Coast on the 2nd. And then January 4th. What's happening January 4th?
Grand opening.
Boop, boop, boop. Grand opening.
I remember it. I'm so excited.
I love it when I put her on the spot because she's like a deer in a headlight. Like, Tony did it to me again.
I have to think through, really go through all those files.
It's like a Rolodex.
My brain has not graduated to computer. It's still on a Rolodex.
I have one of those still. So we'll be open, we're doing a grand opening party, all sorts of fun things on January 4th. That's a Saturday. And we're going to close the Palm Coast location so everybody can be up in St. Augustine.
It's going to be quite a day.
It's going to be
Is
fun.
there going to be cake?
There'll be cake. There'll be
Okay.
balloons.
And balloons.
And there'll be door prizes.
Wow. You should do one of those arches like this with the balloons so people can have pictures taken at the grand opening.
That's a great idea. Work on that for us.
Okay.
So you don't give ideas because otherwise you get volunteered. So
I found my niche.
That's
Balloons.
ideas. All right, let me say good morning, everyone. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Miss Ann, Denise. We're back. We're let's watch. That internet's gonna do crazy things. We might disappear again, but we'll be right back. Good morning, Tris. Good morning, Sherry. Hello, Miss Becca. And there's Miss Brenda and Barbara. Good morning, friends. Good to see everybody.
To all of you.
Let's see who's in.
You're welcome.
See who's on Instagram. There is RJ on Instagram, and Denise is on Instagram too. Denise is all over the place.
Really?
Yes, she is.
I wonder what she does.
She's a multitasking person.
I guess so. That's talented.
So first of all, we want to thank Martelli for coming Friday.
I
to
said that
Augustine.
was so fun.
It was a lot of fun. I know they had fun.
Uh-huh.
There was lots of T-shirts given away, and product was learned on. It was awesome. I wish
awesome.
I went. I didn't. I was doing other stuff. But.
Yeah, I was involved with something else and not able to go. And about halfway through the day, I thought I should have gone.
You're missing all the fun.
I was missing all the fun. I've been wanting to go. I've never been able to go to one of the Martelli things, and I've been wanting to go. So next time I'm going.
All right.
No matter what.
It'll be next year sometime.
Okay.
Which is only a couple weeks away.
That's
Can you
okay.
believe New Year's only a week or two away? Crazy. So let's start with something. I do have a list of stuff we want to talk about today for Quilt Talk. Let's start with Pattern Parade. We're going to be talking about this every time we do a live because it's so important, because we want you to be a part of this event. This is our shop hop that we do in North Florida every January. This next year, it's 18th to the 25th. You can't even see that.
Would you like me to?
You can pull in front of the camera. We have a different setup because we don't have the big camera. We have the little camera.
Can you see it?
Sort of. Bring it a little closer to it. There you go. Right there. You
Okay.
can see Pattern Parade. So you're going to visit 7 shops. You get the passport, you get stamped, you get a postcard pattern from every shop.
And on the back, it has all the names of the shops and the addresses that you can just pop into your map.
Your GPS.
That's right.
Your Rolodex.
Your Rolodex. Get that paper map out.
Remember MapQuest back in the days?
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
That was a nightmare. But what we used it. I used it religiously. So, Amanda says, question. For the t-shirt class in St. Augustine, would I need a knit fabric? I didn't know I had a t-shirt class in St. Augustine coming up. Amanda, I have no idea. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. So let's talk about that afterwards. I can reach out to you via Facebook
Is
message.
it a t-shirt quilt class? Or
Yeah,
t-shirt?
so I think that's what she's talking about. I know Carrie and I have talked about one, but I don't think it's on the calendar. Linda, I'm sorry, we're blurry. It's because we had a rough night.
I'm blurred too because I did not have a rough night.
No, Linda, we're having internet issues. So hopefully you can at least hear us and get the information or watch us back on a replay. I don't know what's going on with the internet here in the shop. So we're making do. So just so you know. Not your class. Okay. Yeah, Amanda, we'll talk. We'll talk, Amanda. So no, I don't know where I was at. Pattern Parade. Buy passports. They're $5, $7
right.
January 1st.
That's right. There'll be more, and put them someplace where you'll find them. What's next?
All right.
Nina.
Oh, look, she's looking at my notes. Look at that. See, this helps.
I'm trying to help her.
She wants me to finish up before the internet goes out.
That's right.
Nina is coming 9th, 10th, 11th. I didn't put my dates down. That was really silly of me. So she's teaching beginner quilting class. She's teaching beginner free motion quilting. Free motion quilting. That class is full. Put yourself on the wait list. Then the next day on the Friday, she's teaching free motion 2, which is just like an add-on to the first one. So if you know free motion, you're comfortable with it, and you just want some more tips and tricks and how to do all those smaller details like micro quilting, she's going to talk about that. There are spots left in that class. There's like 4 or 5 spots left. And then Saturday is the one I am going to sign up for. It's called Chop It Like It's Hot. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to chop up fabric, put it on a background, and do some free motion and thread painting. And she's going to walk you through all of that.
That sounds really
I
fun.
think it's going to be fun. It'd be good to take out frustrations. Chop, chop, chop. Hot, hot, hot. I don't know how it goes.
Frustrations, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it would. Because you're not going to.
We'll have to get one of those signs that day that says quilting is the best therapy. Or
There you
something
go.
like
There
that.
you go.
Hang it up.
There you go. Denise says she thinks the internet misses Josh as well. Denise, you're probably right. We're all missing Josh. We can't compare.
That's true.
He shines. All right, let's talk about some fun things happening in the shop. Sweater day. Ugly sweater day is Friday, the 20th. Do you have an ugly Christmas sweater?
I don't.
Neither
Well,
do
I
used to.
I have a sweatshirt that could qualify if it had to, but that's it.
Yeah, hopefully it's not 80 degrees like it's going to be today. It's supposed to be really warm today. But Friday is ugly sweater shop day. Ugly sweater day. I am wired for sound. Sorry, guys. I apologize.
Is this like
It's the Duncan.
so like this Friday?
Yeah,
This Friday.
the 20th.
So if you come into the shop and you have an ugly sweater on, what happens?
You get 20% off.
20% off, which you will not get if you don't wear a sweater.
Correct.
Okay.
But, we're pretty flexible. You come in your Christmas holiday attire. Well, you say, yeah, that's good enough. So,
yeah, I'm the one that would, it's good I'm not at the desk because I would make you have to have a sweater on because I'm kind of a rule follower. But
if you know Josh, he kind of goes with the flow. So
That's
if you
right.
come in the holiday spirit with a green and red shirt on, they'll give you the 20% off. We'll give you the 20% off. So that'll be in both locations. So in St. Augustine or Palm Coast, come in with an ugly sweater on Friday. You get 20% off your purchases. That sounds like fun. And hopefully it's cool enough to wear one because it's not cool today. I'm sweating already. Another cool thing we're going to start, I think they're cool, is today is if you purchase a $100 gift card, you're going to get a $10 bounce back coupon to use in January. So it will be a limited month to use your $10, but you get a $100 gift card. You can use it for yourself or somebody else. And then you'll get a $10 coupon to use in January when you come back in the new year. Celebrate the new year with us.
okay, so I have a question.
Sure. Oh, I love questions.
Let's say you've got 4 friends
Mm-hmm.
and you want to give them each a $25 gift certificate. So you're buying $100 worth of gift certificate. Can you get your $10 bounce back?
I would. Personally, I would give it to you.
Okay, there you go.
That's fair enough. So like if you get two $50 ones,
Mm-hmm.
but it has to be in the same purchase.
Okay. All right.
That's a great question. So now I know you're all thinking because I could use a $25 gift card, just saying.
That's right.
Or
Or
50.
maybe you have 10 friends and you want to give them $10 gift certificates. Sorry, I've gone too far.
She's like, but we just want to help you get your holiday checklist done. Remember, there's only 8 days left.
That's right.
So we're open before you get your gift. So good morning, Maria. Deanna, I have the signs. You have the signs? Did I miss something? Quilting is definitely cheaper than bail money. Yes, it is, Amanda. Good morning, Miss Leah.
I love that.
It is very true. Very true. They should do bail bond for quilters. That's a good idea. All right. I think I've talked almost about everything here. See, I don't have to talk a lot. So let's talk about some products. So one of the things I have been trying to do when we do quilt talk the last couple of weeks is give you ideas for Christmas gifts, stocking stuffers, I like to say. And today I pulled out 3-yard bundles. We have we have a lot of 3-yard bundles with a lot of variety in color, in texture, and prints. They're about $35. They'll slide right into the stocking. And we have lots of 3-yard quilt books. We actually have quite a few new ones that I don't even personally own. I like this new one here. This one's called Stash Busting with 3-yard quilts, and it's got some really cool pictures. You want to show them to the camera?
These are kind of nice. Still fairly basic in design in construction, but they are nice. They're interesting quilts. They have a little bit of character to them, I guess.
There's some modern feeling to them too. I like
Yeah.
the one that's like rectangle blocks chopped up.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, again, another great stocking stuffer idea. You can put in a bag with tissue paper if you want, but I just try to help you build your stockings and get things for your friends. We have new fabric. How do we want to do this?
I don't know, but this is because
I really wanted to show the machines. So what you see on the machines,
first.
those are it. I think we have one more of the red. And this is it. I'm making sure before I say that. So if you're going to get that machine for that grandchild or for yourself to travel, now's the time to get it because they're going and almost gone. There are some still good pricing on them. I think we've decided to keep the Black Friday special pricing on it. So come on in quickly or call the shop, say, hold this, I'll be in. Now, the only thing with these, because technically there are floor models, they're our last ones we have, there is no boxes. So you're going to have to find a box. That's the only thing.
Or a little
Trolleys. That's a great idea. You can get a trolley to put them in.
That's right. I'm going to move just a couple of these.
Yeah, move them. Awesome.
But I love the green. And if you're one of those people that likes to have a lot of sewing machines, you could get a green and a red, and then you'd have Christmas.
I agree.
And then there's always the gray. And I think everybody's favorite color, turquoise.
Yes, I think so. If you're in Florida, that's your favorite color.
And it is, interestingly enough, I learned turquoise is a universal color, which means it looks good on everybody.
Is it really? It's like a gray or black doesn't look good on everybody. I didn't know that. Learn something new. This is what Joann's, this is why it's called Quilt Talk. So we do have new fabric though. We actually had this for a couple of weeks, but it's so pretty that I wanted to show it. And we have 10-inch layer cakes for this particular line. It's called Serene. What's it called? Serene Shores. Say that 5 times fast.
We'll know that there's 10-inch squares, but we'll show you the fabric where you'll be able to see the fabric that's in there a little bit better.
I'm going to talk about 10-inch squares for a second. I love 10. You're trying to rush me, aren't you?
No.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep things moving.
I love 10-inch squares because there's a couple of reasons. Typically, if you buy those 5-inch charms, you always need like 3 or 4 packs. This is 4 packs of 5-inch charms is one way to look at it. There's a lot more versatility in the 10-inch squares as well because you can cut 2.5-inch strips from it, 5-inch charms from it. There's a lot of ways to use a 10-inch square. And we have several postcard patterns that will support the making of a quilt with those.
And one of my favorite quilts, I mean, it's so simple that it's crazy. It's you take a 10-inch square pack where everything's going to look great together and there's darks, lights, mediums, different value, different colors. So you take your 10-inch squares, you get some basic yardage and do sashing and quarter stones and then a border around the outside. Makes a really great looking quilt and it's very easy to do.
And it makes it larger too, for pretty quick. So you make a big quilt quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Looks how easy Joann moved those machines off the table. Super light and great for travel, Josh says. So Josh is on. Hey, Josh. I talk about the machines. So and we don't have very many of them left. We can order them, but you're not going to get them at the price that we have them right now. So that's important. Hey, Marilyn, good morning to you. And Sherry says she loves the 10-inch square. Lots of variety.
Yes, lots of variety. Are we ready to show the fabric?
Please.
Okay.
This fabric is gorgeous. This is made by Moda. So we know we're starting to carry Moda.
Florida do you get? I mean,
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is awesome. Look at that. Is that
seashell? Yes, perfect. The
Okay.
colors show up really nicely. It's got that taupey sand color in there.
Yeah, beautiful colors. Comes together beautifully. I think this might be my favorite, but it's just a great fabric. So if you want to use this is in the 10-inch square pack as well.
Yes, all
And
these colors are.
So it would, just be a great quilt to put all these together. This must be the seaweed when they're cutting it. Go. This one too. Wonderful turquoise colors in here.
And then just some coordinates to go with it, the color palettes.
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
I love this aqua.
And this is part of that line too?
That's all part of it.
Okay. Really nice. Is this all we have of this or are there
Right.
other nice? But then you get or you can get the 10-inch squares, which have all the different fabrics in the line, which there's a lot of variety in there.
Right. You want to put those on that chair, and that way they can see you if you're. Very pretty. We kind of slowed down just because it's the time of year. We slowed down a little bit on our ordering of fabric, but we're still getting stuff in. We got some new Ruby Star in last week with balloon animals, which are really fun. And then we got some bright colored stuff from Wilmington Print. So we still have stuff to show that's brand new. And you can all find all of this on our website at cutupandsew.com as well.
I think the really frustrating thing for me is that no matter what, there's just always great fabric coming in. And the last thing I need is more fabric, but there's just wonderful things. And
we got to have it all. It's like a Pokemon. We got to collect them all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I've been watching Pokemon with my grandchild for the last 3 months. So we got to catch them all. We got to catch all the fabric.
Okay. Yeah.
Good morning, Shar. Good to see you. She says good morning to you, Miss Joann.
Good morning, Shar. How are you?
All right. I think I am done with my little big sticky.
Okay. So let's say you came into the shop and you got some of those gift certificates for your friends. I have an idea for you. So where that started from was years and years and years ago when my daughter, my first child, was little. I decided to make her a stocking, and I made her. I mean, the stocking was this huge. It would literally. I really regretted making it because it was big enough to put a car in when she turned 16. It was so big. Big mistake, because you have to fill that. So as the years went on and we added more children, the stockings became smaller and smaller. And then finally what I did, now all my kids are grown. And so what I started doing was I started making stockings that were about this size, and I would hang them on the tree. And I would put gift cards in there, maybe a little bit of candy, just little tiny things that they would be getting. So this year, I couldn't find all those stockings. They got lost in the move. But I thought mittens might be fun to do the same thing with. So I have these little, you can do 1 or 2 mittens, and you can put your gift cards in there, maybe other little tiny things. And if you do 2 mittens, and you can hang them like this, and they end up being cute little decorations on your tree. And I know that when I had the whole family, they always enjoyed coming in and finding their stocking on the tree, because I'll tell you about labeling it. So to do this, you need a point turner. And we've got this really cool point turner in the store that has a little ball tip on both ends. One end is small and the other end is a little bit larger. And that's just a really nice little point turner. I like that. I am using this one, which is the one I've had for 100 years. You need to make a pattern for your stocking or for your mitten, whichever you're going to use. And the way I make my patterns is I take freezer paper like this. I put the shiny side down on the ironing board and I press it. And then I put another piece on top of it. And I end up layering it with about 4 layers of freezer paper. And I do that because it makes it nice and sturdy so that it will last through several, the one I have for stockings, I've had for several years now. So they last a long time if you make them. And also, if I were going to, just as an aside, if I were going to do applique with freezer paper, this is exactly what I would do for my templates for the freezer paper applique. Make them nice and sturdy so they'd last a long time. So, and to make my little pattern, I just put my hand down and I drew my hand on top of here to make the pattern. And the one thing you want to be aware of is that these 2 sides need to be really wide. So like on this one, this was the first kind of my starting point. And the wrist portion is a little narrow and it's going to be hard to get a gift card in there. So make sure if you're going to do this, you make sure your base here is nice and wide so you can get a card in there. So then you need, you have your point turner, your pattern, some glue, and your fabric. And I have my fabric for my mitten itself. And then there should be than just the fabric for the lining inside. And so then I put I actually press my pattern onto the fabric like this, so that it makes it so that I have it on there and it stays on there nicely. And I can cut my fabric out. So you open up your fabric and you cut out 2 pieces like this, so that you have a front and back of your mitten or your stocking, whichever you're going to do.
Oh, so you want them wrong sides together to cut 2 pieces. I gotcha.
You can do them wrong sides together or right sides together, however you want to do it, but just make sure you have either wrong sides together or right sides together. So so they'll come together properly. So once you've done that, and on the lining, you don't need to put the thumb in. You can just make kind of a sort of an oval there. So then you sew it together all the way around the outside, and then then you turn your outside of your mitten right side out. And I've already clipped right around the curve here, so that it'll lie flat, hopefully. And I've also folded this down, folded the top edge down, and pressed it along here. So I have a nice crisp edge already. So now I'm going to turn it right side out. I'm going to use my point turner here. I'm going to try this out for the first time because I thought this was really cool.
First time live
right here in Palm Coast. And so I'm just going to take this and I'm going to tuck out the little thumb portion, press it out. Tony probably has a really good way of doing this that I'm not doing.
You're doing it right.
It's just taking a little bit longer than I wanted. So you're just going to press it, push it out.
Much bigger one. This is really designed, I think, more for points. And because this is a curve, it's a little more challenging to push that out with it.
Yeah. So we're going to just push it out all the way around. And if I were at home with an iron close by, I would iron this in place. Then you just take this and you leave it so that the wrong side is out, and you just tuck that inside here so that you have a nice lining. You're not going to see any seams in here. So it makes it pretty. And you can push that down however you want. And then remembering that this is not something that you're going to be washing, and it doesn't have to withstand a lot of wear and tear.
Right.
All you need to do at this point is glue it down around the cuff. And you can take this. You can take that. Don't laugh at me.
No, I'm laughing at the music.
Okay.
They're doing their cycling class next door, and I can hear it. I won't
Okay. So you can take your lining and just fold it over the top and make it look pretty there. But before you do that, you want to take your glue and just glue along the edge here. So, and then when you bring this down, it will stay in place.
Yeah, that would be hard to sew a top stitch around that little circle thing.
Yeah, so it's easier to do it this way. So now you have a nice lining on the inside, a stocking on the outside, or a mitten on the outside. And then you can take your ribbon and you can put, just tie a little bow here and attach your ribbon. And when I do this, I sew that on. The glue doesn't hold it well enough. Now, the other thing you can do is, let's say you're going to do several of these for several of your family or your friends or whatever. If you go to like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or any one of those places and get those little beads that have letters on them, you can put people's names on them.
That's a great
So
idea.
you put that their name, you feed that through the ribbon, you feed the beads through the ribbon, put it right there, and then you have your little stocking or mitten name for the person.
That's a great idea.
Hang it on the tree, and it'll be a fun thing for your family to come in, or friends or whatever, to come and find their stocking on the tree.
Well, that way you don't put the gift card in the wrong stocking.
That's right.
Or mitten, wrong mitten. That's cute.
That's
I
right.
love that you put a bell on it too. That's
Oh
really
yes,
sweet.
and that's there on this one. There is a little bell.
So you could decorate them up, even put a little garden.
Yeah.
You can use a glue gun too, I guess.
You could. I was teaching a class once where I was it was designed, we were making Christmas cards, and we were taking buttons and putting the buttons on the card and using a glue gun to put them down. I had 2 people who would not do the class because, and this was an ongoing class, they wouldn't do the project because they were afraid of being burned with a glue gun. So
they make gloves for that, actually.
they do.
They make
So glue works.
That works, yeah. Awesome. That's so cool.
It was a fun little project.
It is a fun little project. So there's your challenge for the week. Make a set of mittens to go on your tree.
That's right.
You're going to teach us another quick project next week? She's done.
We'll see. It'll have to be a really quick project next week because you'll only have a couple of days left.
You know, you never go wrong with those coasters. Those are easy too.
That's true.
You've done those already too. So anybody have any questions? Yeah. I see our internet's still kind of weird. So if we're still blurry, we're sorry, but hopefully you can at least hear us and what we're talking about. And I'm not sure how this works. After we turn off, it might be able to go back and rewatch it. It might be crispy. I don't know. Clear, crispy, not, you know what I mean. You know.
No, I didn't. I was thinking potato chips.
Okay. We're cookies. We have crispy cookies.
We're crispy cookies.
Holidays. So if anybody have any questions? I still see we have lots of people watching. So that's a good sign, even though we might be blurry. Hopefully it's blurry good. It makes us look better, right?
It might make us look more fatty.
Oh, never
I'm
mind.
Fluffy.
Sorry. Fuzzy and fluffy. That's what we are today. Too funny. Wait, guys, we're here all week. So, you know.
I'm still going to steal that.
In St. Augustine in January. So look on our calendar. We have lots of classes going on. And I was hoping you brought a sample, but we'll remember
I
that.
thought you changed.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, we're going to talk
January.
afterwards.
And, you know, I have some really neat ideas for this collage class. I'm really looking forward to it. So next Monday, I will bring a sample of that because I have I've just been reading some books on collage, and, you know, just if you're wanting to do the basic collage, that's great. And you're wanting to do a Laura Heine, you know, you have a pattern and you want to use that one, that's fine. But if you're wanting to do something a little bit different or come up with some different ideas, I have some of that too. So I'm
awesome.
Kind of excited.
So there you go. We won't have a project next week. We're going to talk about collage class next week.
Okay.
How's that? Makes
Thank
you feel
you.
better.
I don't have to worry about
That's
it.
right. She already had that planned. So we do have a code word for this week. Do you know what the code word's for? Do you know what the code word's for?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I was just talking in general.
Oh, I know.
Okay, good.
She didn't get me this time. I know.
So yeah, our code word for this week is Santa. Pretty easy. That's why I wore them. Oh, I got white fuzzies all. Oh, I was playing with the pre-cuts. There's fuzzies all over me now. Anyway, our code word this week is Santa. Anytime you pay with cash at either location in St. Augustine or Palm Coast, you get an extra ticket to win our monthly $25 gift card. Anytime you pay with cash, you get a ticket already. But if you say the code word Santa, you'll get a second ticket. So it's kind of fun. Just saying. Say Santa.
Yeah, I won once. After choosing my own name, that's why they won't let me pick anymore.
That's too funny. All right. So Tris, we are not having a live sale today. We will get back into that probably the first week in January. We're still trying to work out some setup elements, and, you know, just make sure I don't want to do it alone. That's the bottom line. I don't want to do it by myself. So we actually talked a little bit. So we'll start up again the first week of January. All right. Thanks for asking, though. Barb says she loves the idea of small mittens and stockings. Cash Pig. Okay, everyone's answering all the questions, and we're not blurry anymore. Oh, now we're back to blurry. Sorry, guys. We can't keep up with the internet here. So that is normally I'm going to recap everything, but since we're blurry, just go back and watch and type in #replay if you are watching this on the replay. We like that. And I will be back Saturday morning, and I might not be by myself. We don't know yet, but I'm assuming I'm not going to be by myself. Saturday morning at 9 o'clock for study hall. And yeah, we're getting ready for Christmas. Hope you all are having a great day. Have a great week. And we will see you soon. Live to create.
Bye. That's right. And the third word for our Advent is joy. And so just create with joy, because you know that it's going to bring joy to some, but whatever you're making is going to bring some joy to somebody else's life.
Awesome. Those mittens would. Take care, guys.
Bye.